Hello, welcome to Reyna Clothier. I'm Reyna. And today we'll be discussing the fountain pen, and I'll discuss a little bit more as far as the practicality of it. But today is really just discussing the almost the passion or the love for it, because for any gentleman that that really cherishes those finer details in life as a gentleman, I just think a fountain pen comes to mind 100%. So I want to discuss this. So I have my own. I'm very simple. You can see it here. It's just a stainless steel with the little gold top part of it. And then from here, just open it up. And this part you cannot put on top, which is kind of unique, but kind of inconvenient at the same time, but it's really neat. So you have to have it separate whenever you write on it. And then of course you can see the fountain pen, the style of it right there. And I love the gold tones on the side here, and on the bottom here as well. It's just really neat. And then the mechanic part of it is you just twist it. And there are older versions of it. I have the more modern, if you will, considering still a fountain pen, so the idea of it is still an older style, but the mechanical part of it is very modern. So you have this as well, the cartridge. The cartridge is very easy to assemble. At first I got scared of like, okay, what should I do? But there's a cap here, and there's really inside this is kind of like a puncture pokey device inside. So literally you just put a little pressure into it until you hear it kind of pop, like, and you just essentially made the hole for it. So you just push it here and push it tight, and then that's really all you do. And then it comes out accordingly, the ink essentially. But that's really the main part of it. So again, you can learn different ways on YouTube on how to work with them mechanically. There's so many different versions of it, so definitely be educated on it. I bought mine at Staples. Very easy. It was $15, I believe, so not expensive. You can get real expensive ones that are that can run into $40, $50, or even $60, $70. So and then there's some that are even cost more than that. So enjoy it, because from the mechanical part, it is not very difficult to manage. But once you're done, I found some issues. So whenever I deal with my clients, I take this, and then in the beginning I was having difficulty because I'm so used to writing pretty quickly, and my hands just go pretty rapidly. So I didn't have kind of a structure or a understanding how to use a fountain pen, because if you notice the tip of it, almost like a triangle, you have to keep the top part that is not kind of embedded essentially. So on the bottom part and then on the top part, this is what I was talking about, the top part. You have to keep that one direction as you're writing. So you really have to change your way of writing. At first, I even put it on the back burner, the pen here, until I noticed, again, that love and passion of being a gentleman. And as you see, me as a father, I can say, hey, I can have this engraved with the name or even the date, essentially, and pass this on to my son, because this can last forever. Stainless steel, it's not like you're gonna damage it in any way, unless you really, really damage it, or if you want to damage it. So it is such a momentous item that you say, you know what, I'm gonna pass it on. So I taught myself essentially how to change my way of writing. I mean, I'm 32 years old, so it's kind of hard. I had a good, 20 plus years, 25 plus years of writing one way. So you really have to kind of teach yourself how to, again, it's not a big difference, but you do have to make subtle changes. That's why I took that upon myself to make those subtle changes, because the way you turn the ballpoint, you really don't mind, because a regular pen you can write in any way, but this way has to be a straight almost. And like I said, to me that was the only difficulty. After I learned that, this is my go-to pen now, and I learned how to kind of master my way of writing so it can work and it can go smooth. Because if you don't do that, obviously it misses the ink, so you're not going to write clearly. You're going to miss spots. So but man, when you my first time writing, I almost described it as writing with the smallest paintbrush, and you're writing with the paintbrush, but so fine, so thin that it just looks remarkable. And I'm like, wow, did I just do that? Like, it's just a great feel when you have a fountain pen. It's, again, those two top criteria that I have, that is three, long lasting, but with the second one is, with that long lasting, you can give to your kin, you can give to your kids, you can give to your loved ones. If you don't have kids, again, a beloved one. And it's just the practicality of it is really exciting. So those are top things that I think of when it comes to just being a gentleman. And that was one of the last things as well. The top two of them is just being a gentleman, knowing that you mean business, you mean seriousness when you pull out your fountain pen, and people see that. People especially see these different tones of gold here. It's beautiful. They look at it, and apart from saying that you mean business and you are serious, they just see a very professional gentleman. On any given day, I would, even if it's a mistake, I want people to think that I'm a professional gentleman. So it's a win-win. So that's my story as far as the fountain pen. Very soon I'm going to have it engraved. We just had a third boy. My wife and I, our third wonderful boy has been born in this world. Beautiful times right now. So it's just exciting. So 3 boys, and the oldest is 5, the youngest is a week and a half old, and it's exciting to think about the future. It's exciting to think about their future. So how I can be impactful in it, because I do have a big responsibility as a father. And one of the small things I can impact are giving them a sense of history, a sense of hope that, hey, you have a background, you have an establishment already of a family, of happiness. And a little thing from 2021, let's say 20 years from now, there is 2040 or 2041, and they're like, wow, this is Dad's pen, this is Papi's pen, as my kids call me, Papi. And it's just really neat for them to have this history. So that's why I enjoy a fountain pen, for those reasons. If you have a fountain pen yourself, comment, like, and subscribe to our channel, and give us your thoughts about your fountain pen, what it means to you. But as far as the mechanical part of it, you learn a little bit more. As far as the passion and love for it, you grow into it and you enjoy it, and then you think about passing it on to your beloved ones. So that will do it. If you guys have any questions, if you'd like to reach out to me, I'm on social media on all 5 platforms. So feel free to look us up, and we'll be glad to meet you one day as clients with Reyna Clothier. Again, my name is Reyna, and thank you for your time.